First, what do you see from Virginia? What kind of stands out to you?
I'll probably say the receiving core. They're pretty big. They got a lot of guys over there that can make plays. So just their receiving core looks real nice. And then the quarterback, he has a nice arm. So, just been looking at those type of things. Him and his receivers, they're on point with things.
You mentioned the receiver group, you mentioned the size, but I think number 4 is kind of the guy that they use in a lot of different ways and kind of a guy that they get the ball a lot and try to make plays with him. What do you see from him? He's a smaller guy, but it seems like he's a guy that they use a lot.
Yeah, he's very versatile. He's quick. They want to get him the ball. We see why. He knows how to make plays, make guys miss. So he's just one of those guys that you got to look out for. And when you're out there in the field, you got to try to find him and see where he's at so you can better know what to do. What's
impressed you most about the way your defense has kind of been able to handle the different sorts of offenses you guys have had to face? You faced 2 completely different ones in 5 days and did pretty well against both.
I could probably say the way we prepare for it, the way our mindset's been going into it. We know, from the triple option to the air raid, the guys buy into it. They know, all right, this week, it's triple option. So, we know we're going to have to tackle, our eyes going to have to be right. And then with the air raid, same thing, we better see our keys and things like that. So, as far as the defense, the way that guys stepped up and the mentality that they had was, very outstanding.
What impresses you most about DeAndre Pierce?
He's very confident. What DP we call him, he's very confident with him back there. He doesn't worry about his size. He knows that everybody thinks that, his size is, underway or he's too short. But with him, he just want to play the game of football. And just the way he's prepared himself, his prep game is crazy. He's out there communicating, he's talking, he makes sure guys is aligned. And within himself, he makes sure he's aligned. So with him, it's just the confidence he has back there. He's really been stepping up.
You mentioned the prep game is crazy for him. We've heard that from a lot of guys and a lot of coaches. How would you describe his preparation and his detail and getting to a game?
With him, that's just something that you can't do. He's always there. He always on it. He's watching film late night. He's taking notes. He's asking questions. So that's really puts him ahead. I feel like that's what really makes up for his size. He knows where guys are going to be. He knows whose play is coming. So he gives guys a line, and then before you can even see him, he's there making that play.
How do you feel like you personally have kind of we talked going into the season about becoming a leader, becoming more of a presence out there, and it seems like through 3 games that's just what you've done. How would you assess yourself personally, I guess, through these first 3 weeks?
I just been enjoying it, like stepping up, like a lot of younger guys out there. So for me, I feel like, just building that confidence, still again preparation, with DP back there, K. Coed, and you got Reed. So, we all on one page, and that's what really makes everything easy when you better, talk to them and they understand. And at the same time, they're asking me questions about different things. So, it makes it, a little bit easier. So that's what I really stand out for.
What's your thoughts? We talked about the turnover belt, and I know in college football, all of a sudden, a bunch of teams have stuff. There's buckets and chains and canes and all that stuff. What do you think about your guys' belt, and how much does it motivate you guys?
It's just a bonus. I feel like, once we make those plays, that's pretty much, we all celebrate it. Then just having that belt or whatnot, it just throws on top of it. So, it really is a motivation. We want to get that belt. But at the same time, our whole mindset is just making those plays.
2 years ago, what do you remember from the game at Virginia?
Oh, man. That was like my freshman year. It was pretty intense. I can say that. The focus there was very, very different. At that time, we had Dion and we had DT. So with that, it was pretty much, I feel, easy because, the preparation for that game was very on point, just like, how it is now. The preparation really stands out. But going there, it was crazy, being a freshman, seeing those guys, I was like, sheesh, I didn't even know what to think.
With Harston's kind of said a lot of times, it takes 3 to 4 games to kind of know what a team's about. What have you learned about the defense or this team through 3 games?
We love to work. I really see that. We're not going to give up. As far as the defense, we know we got the offense back. The offense, we know that they got our back. And then the special teams, we really buy into our special teams. It's all 3 phases. We talk about that. We know what it is. So I just feel like as far as our team, everybody's been stepping up. Everybody's been buying into it, and everybody just wants to work.
What's the most impressive thing to you about Leighton Vander Esch?
Man, Leighton, the crazy guy. He's the type of guy that, you just look at, you just smile, you just laugh at. You see him on the field, he's aggressive. But at the same time, off the field, he's very caring, things like that. So being, knowing Leighton and being with him, he's pretty intense, he's pretty crazy. I had a feeling. I was talking to him yesterday, and I said if they asked about you in the interview, I said I was gonna put him on the spot, but I didn't know y'all was gonna ask me about it right now, so I don't know really what to say about him.
Well, he's they used to call him the baby giraffe. So now what animal is he? He's definitely not that anymore.
I don't know. I don't know what. I just call him. I don't even call him nothing. I just call him Layton. But yeah, I hope he sees this.
How would you rate his dunking